Hey there, cat fans. Welcome to Meowster Podcast. I'm Rebecca Zish. That's Tim Black.
Hi.
Hi, Tim. How are you doing?
I'm doing good.
Have you seen any kitten sports lately?
Are you talking about the Kitten Bowl?
Kitten Bowl V.
Wow.
Back to the gridiron.
Yes.
I want to note right off the bat, no one used the word gridiron in the 3 hours of the Kitten Bowl.
Yes.
Did you notice that?
Well, no.
But now
But
that
now,
I say it.
Yes. Now that you say it,
Yeah.
right there.
So this is the 5th year of the Kitten Bowl. It's the 5th time you and I have watched the Kitten Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
The Kitten Bowl was a little different this year.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm going to put you on the spot.
Mm-hmm.
What one word would you use to describe this year's Kitten Bowl? 2 words, 3 words.
I don't know.
Huh.
I don't know.
Okay.
What were you looking for?
No, there's no right
Oh,
answer.
okay.
Yeah, there's no.
Did I get it right?
No, there's no right answer. No, I was just thinking it was untraditional.
Okay.
I also found it to be active. Very like fast paced.
Fast paced, yeah.
Yeah. Even though, as you know, I can't watch all 3 hours at one time.
No.
I watch an hour a day for 3 days, try to get through the whole thing. That's usually because it's very slow paced. But what I found this year was interesting. They started the Kitten Bowl at noon on the Hallmark Channel.
Yeah.
But the Super Bowl didn't start until a little later. So that first hour of the Kitten Bowl had practically no commercials and felt like it dragged.
That's true, yeah.
The second hour was a little more quick paced. And the third hour was like a shot of lightning. It just went by so fast.
Yes, it did.
And that wasn't just me?
No,
you felt
no,
that
no.
too?
Yeah.
That's interesting. My theory is that knowing that they may have had more undivided attention in that first hour, they didn't want to give people a reason to change the channel.
Right.
So we'll just keep going. Yeah. Very few commercials in that first hour.
Right.
Very little to fast forward through. Another thing I noticed in this year's Kitten Bowl, I want to say very few kitten players had names that were puns.
Okay. Right.
Did you notice that?
Yes.
So in past years, we've had entire teams.
Yes, there were puns aplenty.
So every kitten was named.
Yeah.
Yeah. Was
Pharrell Owens.
Yeah. That's right. That is one. Of course, Puma Esiason, who, was brought up even in this Kitten Bowl.
Yeah.
No, very few kittens. I mean, what's been the joke in the past is that there'd be an entire team of kittens whose names were puns on human football players' names.
Yeah.
And one kitten named Buttons.
Right.
Like an entire team of kittens with pun names and one kitten named Mittens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
And that's the joke.
Yes.
So it was very funny. I always liked that joke. But now all the kittens just have kitten names.
Right.
And there was one Two-Tone Jones.
Yeah.
There was Feline Manning.
Oh, yeah.
I can't even think if there were any others.
No, I don't know.
I think the rest of them
that was it.
just have regular kitten names.
Yeah.
Did you miss it?
Not really.
I just also noticed in general that there weren't as many puns. They weren't relying on puns as the source of entertainment.
Yeah.
So I didn't miss that at
No,
all.
I didn't miss that either.
Another big change
Uh-huh.
this year's Kitten Bowl, of course, or our play-by-play announcers were not our previous play-by-play announcers.
No.
Did you? I was thinking right from the start, Tim's not going to like this.
I didn't like that, no.
Yeah. You missed our previous play-by-play announcers.
Mary Carrillo and John Sterling.
Did you miss them?
Yes.
I did.
I did yes.
Although the play-by-play announcers we were given, Dean Cain, obviously of Lois and Clark fame, and Allison Sweeney of Days of Our Lives fame, were the play-by-play announcers. So instead of actual people with actual sports experience, they gave us two actors who are much better at reading lines.
Yeah.
And since it's not really play-by-play at all,
yeah,
but just a script that's been written to go with the editing that's already been done of kittens running around and playing, maybe two actors is a better idea.
It might be. Yeah.
But I didn't think they were any better than real play-by-play announcers we've had in the past.
Right.
I think there was a marginal reason to think they were better, and that's just because they used less puns. But that's not them. That's just the writers decided, do we really need this many puns?
Yeah.
Here's another change I saw.
Okay.
In the past, we've made the comment that we felt that the Kitten Bowl could be left on in a surplus television in your home during a Super Bowl party, and that people could just wander in and out because much of what happened seemed to happen multiple times. Right? There was a lot of repetition and repetition of puns.
Yes.
Right? In this Kitten Bowl V, there was none of that. I don't think there was any repeated commentary, even.
Right.
I don't think there was any repeated commentary.
Yeah.
Certainly no repeated puns because there were really very few puns to begin with. I think it was easier to watch this as a program unto itself with its own kind of narrative.
I agree.
I didn't feel like it was novelty as much.
Right.
And again, not only was it more fast paced than in the past, but just the action on the field was so hyped up, you know?
Yeah.
The particularly the Pouncy Panthers,
right.
the team in the tabbies and the purple collars, were crazy exciting to watch.
They were.
They were leaping and bounding and running, and they even kind of invented sort of a dribbling technique where they were like they could move a ball all the way down the field just by passing it between their paws back and forth.
Right.
It's very impressive. Yeah. I feel like in the past there's been a lot more long segments of cat naps.
Right.
You know?
Yes.
Oh, they seem to have gotten sleepy. That did happen, but only in one game.
Right.
So again, not the repetition that we've seen before, right? Here's a change that I'm not a fan of.
Okay.
We lost our human referee.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm sad.
Yeah, I like the referee.
This year, the referee was a puppy.
That's not.
No.
No.
I don't even know that I have anything else to say about that.
Yeah.
It's just a puppy. He wasn't really calling problems on the field. He doesn't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, so those are those are the major changes. Otherwise it was much of what we've seen before. They did do something, if our theory of somebody at Hallmark Channel watches, we have the theory that somebody at Hallmark Channel listens to this podcast
right.
and adapts the Kitten Bowl based on our recommendations.
Right.
So one of the things we've been saying the last couple of years is we wish there were more adoption stories, background stories, or follow-ups with previous players. Last year we got 2 follow-up stories, I think.
Yeah.
Where kittens we'd seen play before were now adult cats living in their homes. This year, they did all these adoption stories to the extent of there were 2 different cats that they pretended were adopted during halftime of their playoff game.
Right.
And they just removed them from play. They're like, oh, this kitten's being adopted. And then they were just gone.
Yeah.
What did you think of that?
I don't like that.
That part of it?
That part of it, no. Leave them on the field. Why? Yeah, I don't know.
We want to see them play out their game.
We want to see them play out their game. Yeah, exactly.
But okay, so let's say that they didn't take them out at halftime. Did you like the idea that we saw a player kitten getting adopted on the day they were playing?
No, not so much.
No, I wanted to see it later.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we did get a little of that. We got a lot of pre-filmed pieces about the work that the North Shore Animal League does.
Yes.
Who, of course, are the main nonprofit animal shelter and rescue organization that put on the Kitten Bowl.
Yeah.
We got to see a lot of work they do outside of New York, which was interesting.
It was.
I didn't realize that their work was so far-reaching, so that was good to know. They rescued a ton of cats during both of the 2017 major, during the 2 hurricanes from 2017 that affected the southern coast of the United States.
Right.
And then they told us which of those rescued kittens were playing on the field.
Right.
That I liked.
Right.
I liked that a lot. I loved context for where these kittens come from.
Yes.
I'm not sure. I couldn't remember whether we've ever pounded a demand for that before.
Right.
Like, tell me who these kittens are. I don't know that we've ever said that.
No.
But when it happened, I was like, oh, I should have wanted this all along.
Right.
This is good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really enjoyed that part of it. I also like the fact that we had 2 new teams playing this year. And the North Shore Bengals were back, who've played beautifully in previous seasons. It is hilarious that there's the conceit that these are actual full seasons of football they played. I know I've said that before, but it is very funny. So the North Shore Bengals were back, and the Last Hope Lions were back.
Yeah.
But we had 2 expansion teams, as they said.
Yeah.
The little long tails are now the team playing in orange collars, orange cats in orange collars, and the Pouncy Panthers, who I just mentioned a couple minutes ago, are the tabbies in purple collars. Still, again, no place for Asian breeds to play.
Right.
But, what are you going to do?
I don't know. They don't play football.
Is that what it is?
I don't know.
What do they play?
I don't know. Ping pong.
That's a terrible joke. We had another thing they did this year that I liked is they very clearly had an adult cat as the coach of each team. And the coach was there on the field, like pacing. They showed them pacing. One even was very excited to get on the field and play with the toys. A couple of those coaches did not look old enough to be coaches to me. They looked about 6 months old.
Right.
They were not that old. But they were awfully cute.
They were.
I really appreciated that because I know that's something that we've said before, that we would appreciate having the coaches there. But not only did we have a dog as a referee, we also had an all puppy grounds crew that kept showing up. Didn't like them.
No.
I feel like every year we get more and more puppies.
Right.
I don't want all the puppies.
Yeah.
I could watch the Puppy Bowl.
Yes.
I'm watching the Kitten Bowl. Too many puppies.
Too many puppies.
Yeah.
I agree.
In the final game, what was that business when all of those squirrels came out?
I don't know.
I mean, they weren't squirrels.
Right.
Granted, they weren't real squirrels.
Right.
They were stuffed squirrels.
Right.
But they were on little toy ATVs. And they were like wound up and then just let loose on the field.
Well, yeah. I don't know.
And it made me wonder whether they've got ideas to introduce other real animals into the game. I don't know. But yeah, that was silly.
Yeah, that is.
We had this same rules as we've had before. You know, touchdown, field goal. There's the 2-cat conversion, which was introduced a couple of years ago. This year, very exciting, though, the 3-cat conversion, which was not actually something that they said ahead of time.
Yeah.
You know, had this many points attached to it, but it happened twice.
The
3-cat conversion.
3-cat conversion.
For listeners, that means that after a field goal, there were 3 cats who had climbed up the goalposts. So it was very exciting.
Yeah.
I still have the problem that sometimes they call cats by the wrong sex.
Yeah, they do.
So there was a little tiny cat named Star. And they were calling all the other cats he's. And they called Star she. I think just because she was really tiny.
Yeah.
We did actually see her adoption story. She was one of the hurricane surviving kittens. There were 20 kittens rescued together. And then she was adopted, and she lives with a big orange cat.
Yeah. Right.
Named Sunny, I think. There was a cute picture they showed us of her in her new home where Sunny, the giant orange cat, didn't fit into her bed. Yeah. And then Star was even in an even larger bed, but just by herself, like little tiny kitten.
Yeah.
Like, I get this great big bed.
Yeah.
You have to squeeze yourself into that bed.
Yeah.
Anyway, that was bothering me. I'm like, why do they keep calling her she? In our adoption story, we did actually find out she really is a female kitten. But why call her she when they're calling all these other yeah. And specifically there was a cat named Wyatt playing. Wyatt is an all black cat. And that Wyatt is a male name traditionally. And they would also refer to Wyatt as a he. However, Wyatt was a big jumper. And every time Wyatt jumped up for a toy in the air, you saw where she had been shaved for her spay. Where there was a white patch of skin where she'd been shaved for her spay.
Yeah.
Which was so obvious to see because she's an all black cat. So clearly visible. She'd leap in the air, you know, arms a flailing, and you'd see where she was shaved for her surgery. It just made me angry.
This is the big controversy of the Kitten Bowl.
Yeah. Always.
Always.
Yeah, and there were a couple of calicos this year too who were called he when they were clearly she.
Yeah.
Because they're calicos.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wyatt, female Wyatt,
Mm-hmm.
was part of what they called the Texas Trio, Wyatt, Tex, and Boots. And I didn't catch it. Were they rescued from Texas? Is that why?
I didn't catch that either.
I don't think they
know.
were. I think someone just gave them those names.
Yeah.
They did try to carry a narrative over from a playoff game into the final game.
Yeah.
That was a joke. I mean, they were pretending to take it very seriously.
Yeah.
But they were pretending that someone had stolen Puma Esiason's retired jersey.
Oh yeah.
Which had been hanging in a frame in a sports bar set where they were pretending there was a party going on where puppies and kittens were eating things and whatever. Eating real animal food, not just like eating things.
Right.
But how they do these, they would tailgating parties or house parties or whatever for the game. So they tried to, I thought that was cool. And again, another example of how they're trying to get away from it just being a thing people can just walk in and out of, but something that has a real story.
Yeah.
So adding in this little narrative piece where Boomer Esiason was reporting on the stolen jersey, and then it went on for a little while and it carried over into the next game and the storyline. So, yeah, I thought I thought that worked pretty well.
Yeah.
It was the so-called stolen Puma Esiason jersey was eventually found. Do you remember?
Where was it?
It was eventually found by the puppy grounds crew in an on-field litter box for the kittens.
Oh.
Yeah. So gross.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you know, dogs do go digging around in litter boxes.
Sure.
So that certainly happens. I'll tell you something else I really liked this time.
Uh-huh.
I liked the halftime show for the final game.
Ah.
In years past, we have not enjoyed halftime shows.
No.
This one I liked. What did you think?
It was okay. It was good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It had a clever theme. Traveling around the globe or trekking around the globe or something. And then they had those cat scratch things they built that were resembling global landmarks.
Right.
They had a cat scratchy Sphinx and a cat scratchy Leaning Tower of Pisa. I can't remember what else. Is there a Statue of Liberty?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, there was one of the Chinese lucky cats. So they were having a Chinese dragon festival. Oh, there was a giant scratchy lion because they visited the Africa, the African grasslands. So just a big lion. But it was funny because also on the field was a working windmill that had been made out of that cat scratching material.
Yeah.
And they showed kittens grabbing onto the windmill parts and kind of going around, like actually riding it around.
Yeah.
But they didn't discuss it as part of the Trekking Around the Globe halftime show. So while they were talking about the halftime show, it seemed like that windmill didn't exist.
Yeah.
But they highlighted it after. And they could have possibly just run out of time, but I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah. In general, like we were saying before, they had the same scoring system. They had the same penalty system, right? And they had this, not all the same, but some of the same extra things they put out on the field in the second half of each game. They had the first down flyer or something. Whatever. With like a swing bench they can jump on. But then they had two really cute things. They had that rolly ball that a cat could get inside of.
Yep.
And if one got inside of it and somehow rolled over the goal line, they'd get a touchdown.
Yep.
That did not happen.
No.
That never happened. But one of the funniest things that happened in the whole deal was that Boots, a tabby from the Pouncy Panthers, in the fourth quarter of the final, got into one of those rolly balls and looked like he was going to start rolling. And then Feline Manning jumped in behind him. So jumped into the thing, like with him.
Yeah.
Because it had openings on both sides. And Boots just jumped out. He was like, what's happening?
Oh, boy.
Yeah. That might have been the funniest thing I saw. That
was
really
funny.
made me laugh
That was
aloud when I saw it. And then the other new thing was that tube, that the kind of tube a lot of people probably have at home, cats can run through, but they would set it on the field sort of near the touchdown line. And if a kitten got in the tube, ran all the way through to the other side, they'd get a touchdown. Now that did happen, right?
Yeah.
So I liked those ideas. I think those worked really well. So here's something we haven't talked about yet.
Okay.
Something that's been a standard of all 5 Kitten Bowls, and that is the presence of Beth Stern. How do you think she did this year?
Very good.
She gets better every time, and this was stellar.
Yes.
She was great. I have no qualms with anything. She's figured out what to wear. She's figured out how to land a joke.
Yep.
She's it's all good, right?
Yes.
About a few days before the Kitten Bowl, I don't know if she does other press on TV, but 2 years in a row now I've seen it's come up on my DVR when I set to record the Kitten Bowl. The DVR also tells me that, there's Kitten Bowl stuff that's going to be on Harry, which is the Harry Connick Jr. daytime talk show, right? So so last year and this year, she was a guest on Harry for a few days before the Kitten Bowl. And so this year we found out that she and her husband, Howard Stern, they have been fostering cats now for over 5 years. They have fostered and found forever homes for 550 cats.
550, yes.
Right?
Yes.
At their own house. At the time she was on the Harry show recording it, she said they had 5 resident cats and 12 foster cats. And within the 12 foster cats, 3 of them were blind kittens. So it's like a cross between 3 blind mice and 3 little kittens have lost their mittens.
Oh, no.
3 blind kittens have lost their mittens.
Oh, boy.
They brought out 5 really adorable kittens when she was on the Harry show. And they put them in, it was a plexiglass box. It didn't have a top. And it was carpeted on the bottom, right? And it had all kinds of cat toys in it. Mice and, balls and whatever.
Right.
And they put them in there, and not a one of them played with a single toy.
Yeah.
One of them was put in the box and jumped right out of it and started running around the studio and had to be caught.
Okay.
And I thought that too. I'm like, they're going to put those kittens in that box. Those walls are not very high on those. Kittens can jump very high.
Yes.
Yeah. So it was funny. And then it appeared that there were 4 male kittens and 1 female kitten. And so the 4 boy cats were in the box. They put the female cat in the box. And she just started hissing at all of them.
Oh, boy.
She's like, get away from me. And they all said, we're in a box.
Yeah.
We don't have anywhere to go. We're in a box. I found that whole segment very amusing.
Yes.
Of course, the whole time, Beth Stern and Harry Connick Jr. are just...
Sorry.
Of course, the whole time, Beth Stern and Harry Connick Jr. are just talking about rescue animals and all this stuff. But I'm watching these kittens in this box, thinking, that's hilarious. So Beth Stern, we've had all 5 years. What we used to also get were additional celebrity appearances.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't have any of that.
Didn't have that, no.
No, we had the stories about the hurricanes, which are great.
Mm-hmm.
Stories about rescues North Shore Animal League has been doing in other places as well. In fact, there was one story about some kittens that were found. They said these kittens were living in a bus or under a bus in the woods. And the bus was like the Partridge Family bus.
Yeah.
I was like, like the Partridge Family was out on tour back in 1974 or something.
Right.
And their bus broke down.
Right.
And now it's out in the woods and kittens live underneath it. Yeah. Yeah, we got all those stories. They actually talked to people who foster and rescue, and they talked to people who are adopting kittens, and all that's lovely. But I kind of like the celebrity element.
Sure.
Especially because they were always weird celebrities.
Yeah.
For a couple of times you'd go, huh, who's that?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I wonder if at the beginning of the Kitten Bowl, there was some mention that both Allison Sweeney and Dean Cain are on programs on the Hallmark Channel right now.
Mm-hmm.
So they covered that basis, right?
Right.
Because in the past, you'd have John Sterling and Mary Carrillo, and then they'd bring on celebrities, and half of the celebrities would be people on shows on Hallmark.
Right.
And the idea obviously was, well, this show's on Hallmark. We're going to do some cross promotion.
Mm-hmm.
If that's true, that Dean Cain and Allison Sweeney are on Hallmark Channel programs, which I'm sorry, this is my slip up, but I should have looked. Right. Then I guess they had that base covered and they didn't need to bring anyone else in. I guess. I kind of missed it though.
Yeah.
Because I like those weird little segments.
It was weird.
Yeah, where you'd have, you're watching the Kitten Bowl, and then here comes this person, and they're a so-called celebrity that you've never heard of, and they're going to talk about their rescue dogs.
Right. Yeah.
And I don't know why.
Dogs always.
I think it irritated me when it was happening, but now that it was missing, I missed it.
Yeah.
I did like the weirdness of it.
Yeah.
I'd like to make a couple of observations here.
Okay.
One is I've said already that I think these kittens were very active and very interested in playing. Evidence of that, every football, the tiny kitten-sized footballs that they like pull on fishing wire around, they all had very obvious kitten teeth marks in them. The kittens are grabbing those balls and then just biting down.
Wow. Okay. Yeah.
Another thing I'd like to say, and I think I've said this in previous years, but one of the playoff games is always the red collars against the orange collars.
Mm-hmm.
It is hard to tell those apart.
It is hard to tell them apart.
It is hard to tell
Yes.
who's on whose team in that game, but it's okay. It's just Kitten Bowl.
Sure. Sure.
But I if someone is listening, I would like to say maybe something else.
Yeah.
Green collars. I don't think they've ever done green collars. Maybe.
I don't think so.
I don't know.
But it is hard to get a collar that stands up, because Harriet, her collars, she used to go through a collar a week.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
That one I got her, when did I get that collar for her? Last summer?
Yeah, we still got it.
Yeah, it's doing really well.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm glad.
Yeah.
We've talked a lot about what we like, what we didn't like. I want to express what I loved.
Mm-hmm.
There were two kittens who were playing on the Pouncy Panthers.
Mm-hmm.
They're litter mates.
Yeah.
Their names are Dewey, or Dewdrop
Mm-hmm.
and Dust. No, not Dusty. Is it? Oh, sorry. Their names are Dewdrop,
Yeah.
aka Dewey, and Dumpling.
Mm-hmm.
And they are so fluffy. They're little gray tabbies playing for the Bouncy Panthers.
Yes.
With their purple collars, which look so handsome on them. And they are so fluffy. And they have paws that are too big for their bodies.
Mm-hmm.
And they are practically identical to each other
Mm-hmm.
in all ways, like not just how they look, but also how they run and how they play the game.
Yes.
And they were both excellent players. And they weren't just good at offense. They were both really good at defense too, which is difficult sometimes for a kitten to get the handle of.
Yeah.
But they both had a lot of interceptions. They did really well. I just love them, and I was hoping all along that one of those kittens would be the MVK, and it was Dewdrop, who was the MVK. You always have to go to Hallmark Channel, their Facebook page, to find that out, and I did that, and was very, very, very pleased to see that it was Dewey who was the most valuable kitten.
Yes.
But wasn't it because during the final game, he intercepted the other team's potential winning touchdown?
Yes.
It was amazing play.
Very much so. Yes.
Yeah. And if we were to claim that these are actual plays they are running, it seemed like it with these two. It actually seemed like they were playing football.
Absolutely.
It was strange.
I know.
But no, they're both
We're
very
watching
playful in just the right way.
We're
to
watching
be very
some
good.
Dewdrop footage right now.
Yes, we are. And looking on the Hallmark Channel website and then on their Facebook page, I noticed. I think every year they do those cute little players cards, like as if they're Topps trading cards, right, for all the kittens. But this year they had a make your own players card app on the Hallmark Channel website.
Okay.
And I will show you that I made a players card for each of my cats.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. So I'm showing Tim now. There's Colonel Lintz, Pouncy Panthers. Because he's a gray tabby, so he would be on the Pouncy Panthers. And a lot of the stuff they fill in for you, the position, it says he's a long napper. Demeanor, nickname, but then you get to put in the loves, and I said that he loves post-shower brushings and naps.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, which is very
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah. And then he made a card for Pergo, my other cat. He would be on the little long tails because he's orange. And so he was given the position of defensive tickle.
Okay. And
there's all his other stuff. And then for his loves, I put in sliding on wood floors and ham.
That's funny.
We've been joking a lot lately about how Pergo likes to let you know that he knows how ham works. So if you're making a sandwich, and of course he doesn't get any, he's not allowed to have any. But if you're making a sandwich, he comes along and he's like, "Oh, I know how that works. Let me. I know how the ham works.
Ham works.
It goes in my mouth, and then after I've chewed it up and swallowed it, more goes in my mouth. That's how ham works.
Wow.
Yeah, he loves ham. But he doesn't get any. I think it makes him just love it even more.
Yeah. Dudley was a big fan of ham, too.
Yeah. It's always so funny to me when domestic cats like ham. Like, what are they? It's so salty. And what are they responding to?
I don't know.
Harriet just gave me an electric shock.
Wow.
She's been running around on the carpet.
Mm.
And she's all full of static electricity.
She is.
Let's see if it happens again. No.
No.
Not the second time. She's like licking my forehead. Thank you, Harriet. I like you too.
Yeah.
Do it again. Oh, thank you. She's giving me little rubs on my head.
Yeah.
Yeah, good girl. Yeah. Is it almost time for your supper? Harriet, would you like me to make you a player's card?
Wow.
I don't think I have any pictures on my laptop I could use. You have to upload a picture. But you can do it, Tim.
Mm-hmm.
Just go to the Hallmark Channel website, or actually you can just search and Google for Hallmark Channel catlete card maker or something like that, I think is what it was. And it comes right up, and you can make catlete cards for your cats at home.
Oh, wow.
It's fun. I had
How about that, Harriet?
I had a lot of fun doing them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and you can put them on any team you want to, but I think it makes sense to put them on the team that they would be on. Yeah. And I will admit, I think part of what I really liked about Dewey and Dumpling is that they really look like Colonel Lint when he was a baby. Yeah. So that's nice. Maybe that is one of the best things about the Kitten Bowl.
Yeah, maybe so.
You can pick out some kittens that look like your cats when they were babies, and then watch them play. Yeah. No, I was impressed by the gameplay this time.
Yeah, definitely.
A lot higher scoring games.
Yes.
Too.
Yes.
Yeah. No one seemed to miss a field goal or a conversion. Do you think?
Nope.
Yeah.
That's true.
Well, I think that about covers it.
I think so.
For Kitten Bowl V. Looking forward to some more kitten sports
yes.
out there. There were no advertisements during the Kitten Bowl announcing any upcoming kitten sports, but
didn't see any, but
we're certainly hoping. Yeah.
Could be.
Okay.
Otherwise,
yeah, I think that kind of covers it for this year's Kitten Bowl in terms of what was new, what was old, what was different, what was the same. Is there anything you think you'd like to see in the next Kitten Bowl?
Wow. No. I just keep me guessing.
Okay. Okay.
and throw some new stuff in there. Because
bring back some weird celebrities. Please think about which kittens are he's and which kittens are she's. Just very annoyed by that. They don't all I've said it so many times, but they do not all have to be male just to play football.
Right.
So if they are female cats, let's make it clear they're female cats. But other than that, I think it was great. I think they did a good job. I think if they bring Dean Cain and Allison Sweeney back again for next year, I think they'll be a little more relaxed when they do it.
Yes.
Because they were a little stiff, believe it or not. Yeah.
Okay.
So, we'll look forward to more kitten sports. We'll look forward to next year's Kitten Bowl 6.
Yep.
And other than that, I think, after watching so many kittens have so much fun playing with so many fake footballs, fake little tiny kitten-sized footballs,
yes,
I think you should remind everybody to
go play with your cats.
That's right. Bye.
Bye.